Hi! It has been so long. I think it's been 6 months. How are you? So, times are crazy now, right? Anyway, we just had the new moon in Aries. We just had the spring equinox. This is our astrological new year. So happy new year to you. I'm Sammy. We're going to do just a general spread, just a catch up, just a how are you, and see where the collective is. Right now there's a lot of doubt in the collective because we're all pushing for something. We're all having major change in some aspect of our life, whether that be career, relationship, personal growth, friendships, family, spiritual journey. And so the doubt has been coming in because we're still pushing for something. And Saturn changed signs into Pisces. So now it's like the areas of our life that may have been more fluid are now having to become more disciplined, which is a good thing. But for Pisces energy, which is about letting go, things feel firmer, if that makes sense, a little bit more grounded. And I was telling one of my friends, it's funny that because I'm a Pisces, when Saturn moved into Pisces, I was so upset because I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so forced, so much pressure to buckle down in certain areas. But then I realized Saturn is not forcing anything. It's the ability, instead of forcing discipline, it's the ability, the strength, almost the backbone, helping you have the ability to be more disciplined. So Saturn is not coming in and talking smack and forcing change. It's creating in you the possibility, the want for more stability. Of course, with all these uncertain times, everyone's been wanting that, right? Uranus and Taurus has been crazy. Taurus is the stability. This is where the North Node is. So this is what everyone's been wanting. We haven't had it because Uranus has been here, and Uranus is the shock factor. It's the surprise. And so, excuse me. So we haven't had that stability, not in the markets, not on the world stage, and even in our own personal lives. And of course, it's different for you based on your chart. In the Pisces, Saturn change is too. Tomorrow is Thursday. It's the 23rd of March. And Pluto is changing signs too now into Aquarius. We've already been feeling this because it's just right on the edge there at 29 degrees. So when it moves into that 0 degree mark, we're going to see a shift wherever Aquarius is in your chart. You'll know because Saturn just left Aquarius. So wherever you've been going through a lot of change, having to be more disciplined, having to show up, for Saturn, the last 2.5, 3 years, since the beginning of CV19, March 2020. So think about the last 3 years. Wherever you've been having the most, the need to show up stronger, more stable, the work you've been putting in, that will be shifted now as we learn more because Pluto's changing into Aquarius. And Pluto is about control, power, truth, transformation, endings and beginnings. So the power and the discipline we've had the last 3 years will be shifting now and showing up in a different way. So this is incredible. We're going to see change on a huge scale just for humanity in general, at least for the next 3 to 4 months, I believe. Don't quote me. And then Pluto will have its return every 6 months. There's a Pluto return for 6 months. And then it will go back into not return, retrograde. It will go back into Capricorn. So, but we're definitely going to feel this for the next few months because Pluto changes signs like every, I don't know, 12 or 15 years or something. It's been in Capricorn a really long time. And so Spirit popped one out. So this is 42. It's Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Isn't that sweet? And I think people are feeling lonely now because this change has come in, and you're isolating in some aspect of your life. You're feeling the need to isolate, whether it's like, I need to focus on this relationship, I need to focus on this career, leave me alone, or I only want to be with my family right now, my home life is most important. Whatever it is for you, this has come in, and it can feel lonely in certain times. And it is good to rely on your friends, family, whatever. But this is saying, even when you feel alone, you're never alone. And I know that's cliche and people say that all the time. But this is real. So there's doubts. People are worried because the things we've been working towards haven't shown up yet. But we're not going to give up. We can see them in the distance coming, right? We can see a promotion or maybe a relationship, or things are starting to go good and you can feel something coming. The pressure is still there a little bit, not as bad as it was when Saturn was at those final degrees of Aquarius. Now that it's in Pisces, it's a kind of a relief in a way because the pressure shifted to a different aspect now, or to a different place in your life. I know for me, Leo rising, Saturn in Aquarius is supposed to be in the 7th house, but for me, I think it's the 6th house. But so look at your chart and see, where did Saturn just enter? Which house is that? Where are you seeing these shifts? Where do you need to be more disciplined? And you can get your chart for free online. It's very simple. You can just Google it, and there's a million sites. You just need your birth time, city and date, and you can see exactly where Aquarius starts, what house that is, and also the Pisces for Saturn, Aquarius for Pluto. So Saturn is in my 7th house in Pisces, but for most people, Leo risings, it would probably be in your 8th house. So anyways, check your birth chart. You probably won't because most people don't. But it's simple and it's there, and you can learn so much more about yourself. Anyway, the main messages that I want to talk about is this doubt that people are having, the need to get more disciplined, and the need to just push through, keep pushing through, and don't be disillusioned by Neptune still in Pisces, which brings this illusion and thinking things can work out that can't. So there's a fine line now in where you're putting your effort and discipline and thinking, this looks good, this could happen, this could work. And in actuality, maybe Spirit has been giving you a million signs and red flags of how it can't and how your focus should be elsewhere. So this is where discernment is really important. In the media, things have been coming out, more truths. That I think is due to Pluto, and maybe some Neptune stuff. But as we move forward now, humanity is hopefully going to grow in a better direction, where the power, Pluto, will return to the people, Aquarius, and get out of this Capricornian government institutions where we haven't had much power, the people, and restrictions were placed on us. Saturn in Aquarius. Now that Saturn has moved to Pisces, things do feel a little lighter, a little freer. Pisces is more free-flowing, and there's a waiting period. I don't want to say hesitance, but there's just an allowance. That's the word. There's an allowance of energy before you make decisions to where you really need to feel it through. Is this right for me? If I put more effort into this area of my life, will it be fruitful? And we won't know right away because Saturn will be here for 3 years. But we will start to see where the discipline is necessary. So for some people, it will be your health. For some people, it's going to be your diet. Bad habits, time management, family, children. Some children will require more discipline or effort at this time and may cause issues in your home life. Your career, sometimes it's your social image and your friends, networking. Sometimes all of your friendships fall apart. And this is to rebuild. This is only for your highest good. It's only ever for your highest good. So don't get worried. But this is Crow Spirit, came out in reverse. 17, co-create with Spirit. And it came out in reverse. Okay, so for some of us, and I have been feeling this too, I'm actually feeling a lot better now, but for a time I was feeling like I couldn't connect with Spirit and I couldn't figure out where I was going. And the road ahead did look a little bit darker to where we can't really see where things are headed. And so in that moment, we do kind of forget that Spirit is always with us. God, the universe, source, creator, whatever you believe in, Jesus is always there. And both of these kind of are saying the same thing. You're never alone. And even when you don't feel like you have backup in the spirit realm, you do. So we are still co-creating with Spirit, even though it doesn't feel like it all the time. Maybe you're feeling lonely. Maybe the collective is just confused and feels very uncertain about where things are headed. And I think that is normal for the times we're in, astrologically, just on the world stage in general, on the precipice of World War III and the economy, and this is all for our highest good. So we just have to remember, as long as we stay prepared, things have to work out for us. They have to. They're going to. And things will only get better. Okay, so 16. Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. So, right, the things we thought would work out that aren't, that is for your highest good. You know, I always see like on Instagram stuff that says like, rejection is divine protection. And I have a tarot card that says that all the time. So trust in the detours. Trust in the ways that things change, and maybe you didn't expect those changes, but it is for your highest good in the long run. And maybe you needed to go through that to learn a lesson or finalize a lesson. Maybe you've learned that lesson 3 times. And Spirit is like, remember what you learned? Because you allow that back in your life. You allow those things, those people. Maybe it's a different face, but it's the same person. You know what I mean? It's the same type of energy or toxic behavior. Things that you allow back in thinking, oh, it's going to be different this time. And it's not different at all. So Spirit, in a lot of ways, has been testing us, questioning, are you sure you learned your lesson on that? Maybe we should send someone else in and try it again. Let's be sure that you're going to stick to your boundaries, that you're going to say no, that you're going to stick to your highest self's goals for you and where you're headed. Then we have Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. This came out in reverse as well. This is number 30. So we have a lot of 7s here. 8, 7, 6. The point is, we feel stuck right now. Take a leap of faith in reverse is like, maybe you're afraid to jump. Maybe you feel like, I am taking this leap of faith. I have been taking this leap of faith, and it's not paying off yet. I don't see the payoff yet. And we have to remember, Saturn is working with our karma, and Saturn just moves signs. So the next 3 years, we're starting a brand new karmic cycle. Things will start to change, but it's going to take time. Spirit is saying, be patient. Luck is on your side. Can you see? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So we may not begin to see shifts until December, really late November. As far as seeing the results of the effort we feel like we're putting in right now. And I know that doesn't sound very great because it seems like a long time, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not. It's already almost the end of March. So that's like 8 months, maybe 7 months, end of November, to where we really start to cultivate and see the accumulation of all of the effort. And even then, it won't be finalized. It'd be like the gradual beginnings that we see. Okay, now I see that the effort I'm putting in has made this change. And now it's starting to pay off. And now I want to stick with it. So for this time, we're not going to have all the answers. We're not going to see the road ahead. And so, of course, this is probably difficult for most people. But Saturn and Pisces also is asking you to have faith, to be more disciplined in your faith, to just believe, that it's going to work out. Very Piscean of me, but that's the truth. Adjustments are required in reverse. I feel like we've already made a lot of changes. The issue is going to be now sticking with those changes, and sticking with something even when you don't see the benefit right away. And that's hard because we're so used to this gratification instantly. They tried to jump out and then I passed it. Okay, nightlife, gamble, take a risk. Okay, so take a risk, take a leap of faith. So I feel like that the collective is split. Some people are willing to go out on a limb, and that makes sense because it depends on your chart and where these aspects are being affected. So it's like some people, they feel stuck and maybe they're afraid to move right now. You have to move. You have to move. You can't stay stuck, okay? Even if you feel alone, even if you feel like you don't see where this plan is taking you, you have to have faith right now. You're needing to gamble and take a risk. I would be careful with nightlife stuff. Because Pisces energy is more prone to escapism and not really facing reality. So with Saturn being here, it's like, no, but you need to. You need to face reality. So this is where maybe issues with drinking or drug substance abuse could really prove to be like, you got caught, or you got pulled over, or you got in an accident, God forbid, and you hurt someone. This is like, you really need to be disciplined in these areas because you're needing to have more discipline. And if you're not able to do that and you're still in that zone where you're trying to run, Saturn's going to get you, because we can't run from this discipline. And how I'm feeling is that I want to be disciplined. And that's why I was happy when Saturn came in, because I was like that. I was like running. I was like, no, it's too much pressure. But when Saturn finally moved into Pisces, it was like, I can do this. I need more discipline. I like this. I want to stick to a plan. I want to have a schedule. I need more structure. But there are some of us who apparently, according to this reading, are still trying to run. So if you are feeling the need to escape into your bathtub, escape into a book, call a friend. Because if you end up going out or something, or trying to escape in other ways, substance abuse or drinking or whatever, it's different for everyone. It might not end up so good. That's just a warning that I'm getting today. Now, be in the present moment. Be excited for today. Don't worry about where it's going. We can't worry about where it's going because we don't have stability and we haven't had any certainty for years. So I kind of feel like we're getting used to this uncertainty, and we're getting used to the idea that we create our reality in every moment. So every day is valuable. Every day is so important. And being in the present moment helps you create and helps you remember. Like I always say, look at your hand. When I look at the back of my hand in the car or whatever I'm doing, and I really focus on it, I remember, oh yeah, I'm in a body. Sometimes when you just walk around, you're just seeing this outside view, you forget, like, I'm in a body. So then it's like, I know this sounds so Piscean, just go with it. It's like, I know I'm a soul. I know I'm this divine higher being, and you are too. And when I look at this fleshy, real life, grounded body, I remember I can do anything I want right now. I can do 50 cartwheels. I can go on a bike ride. I can go make some money. I can go kiss someone and fall in love. I can get married and have a baby. It's like, it's up to you. And when we're in the daily grind of things, we forget how much control we actually have. When things around us feel uncertain, it's up to you. The control factor is up to you and where you decide to be more disciplined. When we focus in the moment, we achieve more happiness, wholeness, being overjoyed and smiling. This is a positive energy, and I feel like we are going to feel more positive. Shifts will occur. Weird, shocking information, truths will come out as Pluto shifts tomorrow and into the weekend and into the next few months here. But overall, inside, we need to focus on our happiness. What is best for you on a daily basis? Where can you be more disciplined? Where can you show up in your life where maybe you've been trying to hide? Where can you just do it, just show up and be better? And we have family, blood ties, inner circle. Who are you responsible for? Who are you supposed to be showing up for, committed to? Family. This could be career, family, home life, relationships. Maybe you're married, maybe you have a partner, maybe you're single and you're showing up for your friends. Humanity, humans, the people, society is going to have an emphasis, a bigger light shown on it as Pluto enters Aquarius. And this is all we have. We're being reminded in this moment, the people, your relationships, is really what's most important. Everything else you're just creating in the moment. And that's something that's important to remember too. But these people are showing up, new people, new karmic ties, and some people are leaving. And you need to let them leave. And that's all for a reason. We need to remember that as people leave our lives too. Let's get one more card pull because this is getting long. Not this one. Thank you, Spirit. If you're seeking justice for something, you will have to find it yourself, okay? I don't know why. That's what Spirit is saying. Justice. Karma is shifting, so people will be getting their justice and you'll see it play out. But if it comes down to a situation where you feel you have no control, and you... So, I was filming and my battery shut off. So, I don't know what I was saying, and I'm just gonna pretend that everything's fine. You guys are gonna miss a few things, but it's fine. So this popped out. Imagine. I'm gonna be quick because I don't have a lot of room on my phone. Imagine. What do you want? You haven't been co-creating with Spirit. Most of us haven't. Something happened. We got disconnected. Maybe it was the Neptune in Pisces, and Jupiter was there for a while. So we've been kind of in this fog. And it's been hard to see the truth. It's been hard to see where we're going. There is a lot of happiness coming in. So don't give up is the point of this reading. Don't give up. Truth be told. Okay? Stick to your values. Imagine where your life could go and co-create with Spirit in that moment. This is not about things showing up in your life. They will, and they are. But this is about where you're showing up. Where do you want to see more value and then put the value there yourself. Make the justice happen for yourself. Become more disciplined and forceful. Become a force. Spirit is going, no. Not forceful. Become a force. So we're needing to rest in that knowing that it's on us right now. And don't look at it as a pressure. This is a benefit. This is okay, let's get more serious. It's still a very spiritual, dreamy, possibilities, potential energy. We just can't be focused on results right now. We need to be focused on the journey, focused on implementing the daily differences. The shift you're making daily, time management, extra effort in some area, extra discipline in some area. And we're not going to see results right away. But we can't give up. Okay, truth be told, stand your ground. In areas that you feel are necessary, you can't compromise on everything. Okay, but that doesn't mean we have to be rude or stubborn or nasty. It's just about allowing for truth in your life, not being in denial about certain things, not being disillusioned by toxic people, places, things, thinking you owe somebody something, you owe somebody your energy, or that people are entitled to you. They're not. You don't have to pick up the phone. You don't have to respond in those cases. And that is up to you and your own discernment. You don't want to give your power away when your power is needed elsewhere right now. And this is about you and your growth and what you're having to let go of and say goodbye to, because new doors are opening. And we see the new doors and we know they're taking effort and work and we're putting in the effort. You're going to get tired. Rest. Because you're going to want to see those results for encouragement, and it's not going to be there. Your encouragement is going to be in you. Every day, the little things, focus on the baby steps, one thing at a time, and your own satisfaction and pride in yourself and your self-worth and the value of the effort you're putting in, the discipline, the changes you're making daily, that you know they're going to pay off in the future. You may not see it now, but you know, it's like, Spirit is pulling you, guiding you, saying, come on. You can feel something good is on the other side of this. So don't give up. Don't let go. Okay? Stand in your truth and the truth. Don't let people get up under your skin and manipulate you and force you into seeing things their way or whatever. Okay? Of course, try to be balanced and unbiased and just. Most people can feel when they're being manipulated in exchanging of gifts. The people who are coming in, the people who are offering you things, and there will be those people who really just want to help. Allow those people to help. Exchange gifts with those people. You're learning new things every day. Incorporate those new things and don't give up. It's not going to be easy. But there's that pride in knowing that it's going somewhere and you're doing the right thing and you're on the right path and you are still co-creating with Spirit in every moment, even when it doesn't feel like it. Okay? Feel into that connection point with all that is. I love you guys. Sorry I haven't been around much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.